going on, guys? Welcome back to RimWorld. We have actually deleted our old save and we are now ready for a new series. I kind of want to try a different editing style. We're going to see how it works out. And I'm going to try to do daily videos, but I was going to do Kenshi before I was doing RimWorld. Now I'm going to start with RimWorld since my Kenshi's kind of messing up with the mods and like validating files right now, so I just want to get something out tomorrow as soon as possible. We've added a huge collection of extra mods. I think the main ones that we need to showcase are a RimWorld of Magic. Adds 26 classes, each with new unique abilities and playstyles. Classes are broken down into two archetypes: the fighter and the mage, which fill common fantasy roles like priests and necromancers. Mod also adds a robust set of supporting features such as enchantments, magical armor, weapons, and artifacts, class agnostic spells, research trees, crafting tables, mythical creatures, portals, and more. And we got all these extra ones. Fallout traits is going to be helping us a lot. I'm ready for that one. I actually disabled the medieval mod because, maybe I'll turn it on. And then we can just load up these mods. Most of these new mods come from TRM Plays Doomguy vs. Insectoid mod pack, where you can find all of these. I'm super stoked to try all this out and see what sort of new shit we can get going on. A lot of these are already ones that I had previously, but the more the merrier. It's just going to help us out even more. And the other big game changer that I explained earlier is RimWorld of Magic, which is going to be super awesome. It came with its own little collection of 7 items, which I've downloaded each. And these mage classes and the fighter classes look super dope. I really want to try them out. But now with the mods out of the way, we're ready to start a new colony. It's kind of hard to choose these right now because I really want to go mercenaries, like I did last time, but only play it with a single character that's just extremely boosted with new traits from the Fallout mod and other traits available. And I want to start with like 0 and everything and just give burning passions to everything and see where we can go from there. Because Insectoids in the very beginning don't have range. I don't think any Insectoid has a ranged attack. But we'll drop most of what it gives us in the very beginning and kind of choose what we want from our own starting position. And I think for the storyteller, we're going to have to go with old, reliable, Empress Evil, since no good events can ever happen. I think last time we didn't get to see her full extent of wrath against our colony because I progressed way too fast. This time I'm just going to take it a little bit slower and kind of savor the colonists and savor. That sounds really sexual. We'll enjoy the game as we go along instead of just rushing to the end game on day 100 within 5 episodes. I also have a planet size mod. I don't think I'm going to use that, but we want our global coverage up to about 50%. We don't really care about the seed. It's whatever. And we want some crowded populations. Now we do have this little tab over here, faction control. And this shows us every faction that we're going to have. Now we can change some of these, but I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm going to try to figure it out on my own. We're going to leave this density and how close groups build closely to each other or whatever alone. So we've taken the liberty to double the amount of factions. We doubled the amount of factions, faction groups, all of that. So will this break the game? Maybe. Do I care? Not really. Okay, I had to change a few of the settings around. We still have crowded population, same seed. I had to change the global coverage to 30% though. And then our faction-based density to high at 2. Because I just couldn't find a lot of factions that were friendly altogether and evil altogether. Now we just got to sign on somewhere that's close to some factions that will trade with us, but also around some enemies that are kind of close to our tech level, though. Both sides, actually. Well, this is one of the things I find kind of wrong with these maps. And maybe with this faction select mod or whatever. This is where I want to build, but we have a few evil factions near us, or just hostile factions. But we have so many trading partners. Like, this is part of the magic mod. No idea if you can trade. These guys definitely can trade, and I believe we can trade with them. But then we have access to this empire place, and this empire place, and a little tribal village right here if we even want to go for them. I'm going for the easy, defensible, the mountainous zone, so hopefully it's not too insane. And with the beginning mercenary base, we'll probably have a few spots where some infestations can attack us. Okay, well, now we have the Prepare Carefully mod coming in for our start, which we do not want 4 people, if I could count. We want only 1. I actually like the name Jesters, so I think we'll stick with that. But we're going to have to change all of our stuff around to make it to where we have 0 and everything, and we have I think I'm going to give Burning Passions in every skill. So I think we've finally completed. As you can see, we spent a lot of points. Yeah. But we've taken the Punk Childhood to get 2 negatives, so we could have 0 on every skill. And each of our traits have not gained us any skill at all. But we have Burning Passions in every single one. We have a very strong back for extra carrying capacity. Action Boy for more move speed, global work speed, and eating speed. Trigger Happy for less aiming time and less shooting accuracy. The payoff is worth it. Very Enduring, Pain Shock Threshold plus 20%, Mental Break Threshold minus 20%, Immunity Gain Speed plus 15%, and then Toxic and Psychic Sensitivity is negative 30%. We're also a Fast Learner, a Lecher, which means that he'll flirt with absolutely anybody he knows. I dropped Lecher. It gives you a negative 5 mood debuff if you flirt with somebody and they don't accept you or something like that. So, not really interested in that. But Jester will be polyamorous, doesn't see any problem with having multiple partners. He doesn't mind if his partner romances other people, but will be less happy in a restraining, monogamous relationship. We might be able to get a harem going. Jester is also a quick sleeper, which is rest rate multiplier plus 50%. He's an undergrounder, and he's tough. Now, I did have some of the options to add, like the classes, like Arcane Mage and stuff like that, or something like this Legendary Sniper, which would be perfect for this man, but it gives us a lot of negatives for the very beginning. We do not want that. Also, I want to find those skills by myself and like work towards them. And for some reason, I can't find wood anywhere, and I don't know why. Like, there's ward. I've had this. See, wood should be like right here. It's not there. So we're just gonna take a bunch of steel. I'd say at least 500, since we can't get any wood or anything else. We're going to take a carbine because it has some really good stats. Armor pen is decent, 11 damage. So I found the wood in weapons for some reason, but the semi-automatic rifle is way better than the previous weapon that we were looking at. We can fire it less than a second and have it deal 15 damage with a higher armor pen at a longer range. Way more accurate, but with its reduced cost, because it only costs 490 compared to the 960 of our other weapon, I decided to grab some wood and keep our amount of steel with 30 packaged survival meals and medicine. With that, I think we're ready to get underway. And just by removing Lecher, we actually moved our points down by like 20-some thousand. Alright, let's go. As before, a simple mission brought down to the surface of a long-forgotten planet went south. Your base has been overrun by creatures you have not seen before, giant insectoids emerging in infinite numbers from their hives. Forced to escape, you approach a small outpost, crawling with the insectoids that sent you on the run in the first place. You exterminate them and settle here, or leave and find a new place to start anew. Alright, let's go. I can't tell if it's because of how far I can zoom out with one of the mods, or what it is, but it seems like the map is way smaller. I think that's what it is. But here's the insectoids and all their bad people. There aren't many of them, but we should be able to take them down. And our range is halfway decent. Alright, now we're in the thick of it. Hit one of them once and we get a bunch of them coming. Oh. And this is going to take a while. You know, this is taking too long. We got a gun that fires way faster in here. Go ahead and equip that. And then get out of here. We don't really want to damage too much near the base, though. Look at that. Look at how fast we shoot now. Man, I really miss burst fire weapons now. So, with this gun, the lever action rifle, if you look at the stats, every 0.4 seconds it'll shoot. But with our trigger happy trait, it shoots every 0.2 seconds. So it's less damage, less range. But we have more accuracy, I believe, at longer ranges. And we just fire way more often. Finally, one down. This is gonna take forever. Finally down to the last two that are actually still running around. Holy shit, this is taking a while. We are almost about to pass out. Here, Jester, take down this guy. Seriously don't want to get hit after all this time. This thing is dead in 11 hours. Please go down, I'm begging you. Finally, oh my goodness. Finish him off while we're out here. There we go. Alright, one more, and then it's donezo. And then we can finally go to bed. Hey, let's go. Now we're getting somewhere. Jester's resting in his own room. It may be awful for now, but once we change where these lights are, we'll be fine. Power conduits, I mean. Also, we have a bunch of these genomes in here that are worth a decent amount, especially the royal one, and a lot of awful weaponry that we don't even need, and clothing, and more clothing. So I think the next day we might just take all this shit and sell it. I think that's our plan for tomorrow. So if we took a look right here, we already got 11 shooting. Pretty crazy. Wearing steel plate gloves. Do steel plate gloves slow you down? Global work speed minus 5%. Yeah, that's not good. Ooh, smoke pop belt. I didn't even notice that. Ooh, we also have a pair of these ballistic goggles. I think the poor ones are the only ones we have, but it reduces our aiming time by 10%. Yeah, we only have poor kinds. Oh. Never mind. Put back on the recon armor. Well, we should start getting all this crap. Oh, and we also have these excellent doctor scrubs here that give us surgery chance increase, operation speed, 10 quality, and 10 speed. Which, if we can equip that on top of whatever we already have, it's going to be pretty good. These just increase our temperature. Hey, there we go. Nice. And these plain leather boots right here actually increase our move speed, so it's a good thing if Jester puts that on. And I think right now I'm going to get the caravan going. Oh, and we need to drop all of our crap that we aren't actually using. Also, we have a lot of these barrels, and these have wine, and these 4 have beer, I believe. So once those are all done, and we get them like kind of moved around and all that, then we can start harvesting them for quite a bit of good shit. We also have some gold and some other blocks over here, but this right here, I have no clue what this is. What does this even do? Jade, silver, and magicite. Each kilogram of Arsalium worn increases the chance and ability cooldown is nullified after use by 1%. 50% max. That's actually insane. So you can make like power armor or like recon armor out of this stuff and then have like a whole bunch of kilograms. Like right now, it'd be 9 and 1 just with these certain gear types, and you could have 10% off cooldown. That's actually crazy. We actually need Jester to get some recreation before we head out. Okay, so I'm not quite sure if these people actually trade with us. Show what we'll buy. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, I forgot this was even a thing. Elemental dust. Okay, well, right now, these genetic materials decay within 19 hours, so we need to get moving. And I believe the best spot to go would be up here to Colworth because we are already kind of in a good relations with him too. So Jester, take him, obviously. Only person we can take. Our one simple meal. And take like 4 package. All of our genetic material. All of our weapons. I think we'll even take our flintlocks. But we'll keep the semi-automatic and the semi-automatic rifle and the double-barreled shotgun. Get rid of this smoke pop. And this wool jacket. War mask we don't need. Alright, so we had to choose our route a different way. And we're going to try here. We should be able to sell here. Because it'll take 0.5 days. And over here was like 1 day total. And over here is like way longer. And we're here. Time to trade with these people. And we got all of our crap that we can sell. Like this uranium that we absolutely don't need. Sadly, all of our genomes spoiled. Because I wasn't close enough and it took way too long. I think doing this will get us like social, I believe. Ooh, heavy SMG. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good. Also, construction neurotrainer sounds really good right now. We could use that so we wouldn't have to like botch a bunch of shit. If our stuff didn't melt, we would have been able to get that. No, we're just have to return to base. Okay, that could have gone better, but at least we got some shit. We got rid of a lot of inventory space that was being taken up. And we kept this wrench because it has increased successes on construction. While we're carrying this steel over, holy shit, we can carry 400 at a time? Damn. Yeah. We can start working on making our room look a lot better. We'll just have to remember before combat to drop the wrench and pick up an actual weapon. Alright, now the bedroom looks a lot better. It's a dull, somewhat spacious, mediocre wealth. It's pretty decent. You know, one thing I could have grabbed? Components, because I don't have any. Oh no, a rat!
Oh shit! A rat!
Oh yeah. Hey bitch, you wanna pop? Dead. Well, we've made some progress. And I've made gestures so overpowered because of how long it could take us to actually get another person to join our colony, which would be it could be a long time, it could be very short. We could get somebody on the next episode, who knows. But that's why we have to have like burning passions and all that. I would have to say that the shooting went up super quick, and I did not expect it to. But we started from zero, and we're making some pretty decent progress. We will hardly ever mental break. 15% for a minor. That's almost never gonna happen. I mean, things can only get better from here, right? But you know what? I'm gonna try the new editing style. I was gonna do a finale for the last series. It felt really dull, and I didn't want to have to travel the 90 days to the spaceship or research everything in order to get the spaceship. All that other bullshit. That's exactly what it was. It was bullshit. And I just felt like trying this new editing style because I didn't want to change the other one halfway through. And yeah, I'm ready to go. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Any sort of feedback is helpful during this. And I'll see you guys in the next one.